Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. Hot off the heels of the biggest event in the history of this channel, SummerSlam. And this is AJ Styles, the very first member of either SmackDown or Raw to be traded. Listen to this place here, Atlanta, Georgia, on their feet. The hometown hero returns. And the irony is, this is a brand new home for AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw. We saw at the close of SummerSlam, AJ Styles shocked the world, laying out the World Heavyweight Champion here on Monday Night Raw, Rusev. And we went off the air with the major shocker. The first trade has gone down, but who has been traded for AJ Styles? We know someone has gone the other way, but we will find out who that is on SmackDown. But right now, the phenomenal one, arguably one of the best wrestlers on the face of the planet, AJ Styles, who we saw, he got slided out of an Intercontinental title match. This guy didn't even have a match at SummerSlam, which could be what led to the trade. It looks as though Atlanta, Georgia is excited to see one of their own. This place is electric. Well, there you go. The deal was done last night at SummerSlam once the news broke from Vince McMahon that there is a 2-week trade period in effect right now. And there you see it. AJ Styles felt disrespected on SmackDown, being left off the SummerSlam card. And that is exactly what you did indeed. Straight to the top, AJ Styles went. Uh-oh. Well, you had to know. The World Heavyweight Champion, coming off the biggest win in his career over Goldberg in the main event of SummerSlam. His celebration was cut short at the hands of AJ Styles, and Rusev does not look best pleased. The Bulgarian Brute, the most dominating force in professional wrestling right now, dominated Randy Orton, put him on the shelf, and then got a hard fought. Look out! Oh my God! A straight up clothesline to AJ Styles. And Rusev ain't mucking around here tonight, but there's Tyler Breeze. Wow, explosive start. We saw Tyler Breeze in talks with Edge backstage at SummerSlam, and it seems as though he refused the trade, and Shane McMahon says you've got major things in your future as we carry on here, set for our first contest. Explosive start to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Rusev laying out AJ Styles, not even saying a word. And I dare say that could get out of hand as we see Kevin Owens, who, well, his SummerSlam moment consisted of losing the United States title clean as a sheet in the middle of the ring, 1-2-3 to Hideo Itami. And then what Kevin Owens proceeded to do, in typical Kevin Owens fashion, the sore loser that he is, gave Hideo Itami a powerbomb on the apron of the ring, the hardest part of the ring. And as far as I know, Hideo Itami is seriously injured. Kevin Owens, certainly in defeat, was despicable. Unbelievable actions. The sorest of losers. He stole the championship to begin with at the hands of Triple H. Kevin Owens couldn't get the job done against Hideo Itami, spoiling his moment. And what an explosive start to the night we've already had. Rusev confronting AJ Styles in his hometown. Now it's Drew Gulak versus a pissed off Kevin Owens, unquestionably. It's Kevin Owens straight away. First bit of action underway. Back elbow there to Drew Gulak. Rusev already making his presence felt. It looked like he had some words for AJ Styles, but he only had actions here as Kevin Owens Sato suplex to Drew Gulak, who holds a victory over Ryan Lusk, the current undisputed tag team champion. We saw he and Sami Zayn of the International Express defeat Harper and Rowan at SummerSlam for the tag team titles. It's Kevin Owens now. Takes to Drew Gulak. Oh my God. Boot right to the skull of Gulak, and then the senton right across the chest, just sucking all the lungs out of the air, and Kevin Owens is on a mission, you best believe. Get his hands back on the United States title, but the condition of Hideo Itami, as far as I know, is undetermined, but I understand that Hideo Itami is not cleared. But look out. Oh, what a counter there from Drew Gulak. Great athleticism. Now Gulak with a short little elbow there, right to the heart, the black heart. Kevin Owens, and again. Drew Gulak not playing around. As I said, he holds a victory over Ryan Lusk, which really, in a sense, reinvigorated Ryan Lusk's career because it forced him to make a change, head into the tag team division, which of course the undisputed titles are defended across both SmackDown and Raw. As you can see here, Kevin Owens just working away on the head of Drew Gulak and flopping him down to the canvas. Now typical Kevin Owens here, an illegal chokehold. Referee warns him if he doesn't let it go, he's going to have to disqualify him. Something in me believes that Kevin Owens doesn't even care. He went for a moonsault off the top rope. Drew Gulak had it scouted, and then a knee with that exposed knee. Smart from Drew Gulak to use that exposed knee, not the padded knee. Now Gulak, certainly not to be messed with, brings Kevin Owens into the ring. Another elbow drop, working on the midsection of the former United States champion. It's Kevin Owens here. Oh, look out. Shoulder block. Owens went for a kick, but Gulak caught it. And a dragon screw. Gulak's had all the answers so far. Kevin Owens might have his mind elsewhere, particularly on that United States title, which lost to Hideo Itami, and now you see Kevin Owens here. Look at this. Now what's this? Wait. No. If I think he's going to do what I think, oh my God. A DDT with his legs hung up on the rope. Gulak might be out too, and does it get him? The toughness of Gulak shines through here. Early going, Monday Night Raw, straight after, hot off the heels of SummerSlam. What an event, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. Amazing support on the show. See Kevin Owens taking it right to Drew Gulak here. Gulak sends him onto the apron. Gonna bring him in the hard way, belly to belly suplex from the outside in. And Drew Gulak, who's one of the most technically sound wrestlers on the roster, and he's showing Kevin Owens all about it. Look out, has the leg capture over the top with a suplex. Leg capture suplex from Drew Gulak, and now he's stalking the former United States champion Kevin Owens. And he might be in trouble here. Gulak swings and misses, doesn't miss this time though. Captures him, dumps him on his head. Unbelievable suplex from Drew Gulak into the cover. Could have him one, got him two, and three. No, he doesn't quite get it. Owens peels the shoulder off the canvas, and this would be an amazing result, an amazing upset for Drew Gulak if he could pull this off here. It would rocket him straight to the top of that United States ranking. And look out, Gulak off the second rope. And this crowd's starting to really get behind him here. And Gulak feels it, senses it. Wants the crowd to get behind him. But he also just let Kevin Owens get to a knee. And that might be the opening that Owens needs here. It might be the opening Owens needs. Gulak makes a fatal mistake. Makes a fatal mistake, and now Kevin Owens stalking Drew Gulak. Owens, ever the opportunist, up and down with a pop-up powerbomb. Into the cover, 1, 2, and Kevin Owens defeats Drew Gulak here. You feel like Gulak really had that in hand and may have just let that slip. Kevin Owens, this is where the match really took a turn with that DDT. But it was Owens that took advantage. Ultimately, this was a tight 2 count. Spiking him on his head like that, absolutely sickening from Kevin Owens. Draws a long 2 count. I thought this was it here. Look at him dunk Kevin Owens on his head there. With that suplex, hooks the outside leg, and I thought right there Drew Gulak might have a stake in the United States title picture, but it was ultimately Kevin Owens with the pop-up powerbomb that gets it done here. Hot off the heels of SummerSlam, Kevin Owens picks up a tough, hard-fought win off a mistake from Drew Gulak. Lapping up the booze as always, Kevin Owens. Still cannot believe the actions of that man. Look at Owens. What a disgrace. And he's going over and grabbing a microphone. Do we really want to hear what he's got to say? I don't think we have a choice, unfortunately. What? His rematch clause. He wants a US title match, right? For God's sake, he knows that Hideo is not cleared to compete from your actions. He knows damn well. And well, we are going to get a visit from the general manager, Shane McMahon, and maybe we'll get some clarity on the state of Hideo Itami. Shane McMahon looks all business here at the moment. He would not be best pleased with the actions of Kevin Owens. We still have ourselves a new United States champion, but of course that powerbomb on the apron ended that very, very swiftly. Shane McMahon looking very, very serious here at the moment. Well, there you go. Could have ruined his career. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is this guy for real? You can't get a rematch if the guy isn't medically cleared. Shane McMahon saying he has the power to take it away, but he can only do it through matches. Oh my. Shane McMahon says from next week until Unforgiven, where Hideo will be medically cleared, Kevin Owens has to defend his #1 contendership. If he loses, he doesn't get the match. Wow. Owens has a hell of a month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, The Game. Triple H returns to Raw after his loss to Seth Rollins by the interference from Mick Foley. The Game has promised to leave nothing left of Rollins and Foley and said he is taking over the show and not leaving until Rollins and Foley are left laying. Do not miss it. Well, there's AJ Styles looking for Rusev, no doubt. He's bumped into The Miz there and... Oh my God! The Miz just floors AJ Styles with a right hand, and I don't think he's the man you want to mess with right now. And AJ Styles is starting spot fires all over the arena here. The latest addition, and The Miz here, and AJ Styles are engaged in a fist fight out the back here, and The Miz has picked the wrong man to lay hands on here. AJ Styles bumps into The Miz, and it just explodes. AJ Styles backstage hunting down Rusev after that clothesline that he received at the hands of the Bulgarian Brood, our champion. And now he's engaged in a battle with The Miz here at the back. Look out. Swings the leg around. And now The Miz has a trash can here, and this is completely broken down. Look out, AJ. Knocks it out of The Miz's hand, and AJ with a forearm. AJ with a forearm, and then a European uppercut, and The Miz just landed on that trash can. And AJ Styles telling The Miz to get up here. This is completely broken down. Look out. AJ, God, with a neck breaker. And AJ just saying, let's finish this in the ring tonight. Well, unbelievable. A brawl breaks out backstage between The Miz and AJ Styles, and I'm being told in my headset that tonight's main event will be the Raw in-ring debut of AJ Styles, and he's going to take on The Miz. Wow. Well, we have to switch gears here, ladies and gentlemen. Dana Brooke is in the ring as she is about to go one-on-one with the brand new Women's Champion. And I stress that word, Women's Champion. Asuka defeated Nikki Bella last night at SummerSlam to restore order in the women's division. The Divas Revolution is officially dead. Asuka banishes everything that we hated about the division, and she got it done with the help of Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch, who kept Team Bella at bay so it could become one-on-one. And as we've seen in the past, when it's one-on-one, they are no chance. And Asuka wins her first main roster championship and brings back prestige and honor to the women's division. Unbelievable atmosphere here, ladies and gentlemen. Atlanta, Georgia is absolutely rocking. They love this woman. Asuka and Dana Brooke, the next match of the evening. And of course, as we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, and I just got told, AJ Styles will be taking on The Miz in the main event here tonight after their backstage altercation. And Dana Brooke now walks towards Asuka. This might not be a good night here for Dana Brooke as she gets that knee right to the gut, and then one of those patented kicks from Asuka. We saw a million of those delivered to Nikki Bella, who I have to say, when the match got down and dirty and it got down to one-on-one, Nikki Bella put up a hell of a fight. Asuka kicking out of 3 rack attacks, and there's a beautiful snap suplex there from Asuka, as taking it to Dana Brooke here in the early going of this match, and that's a heavy shot to the gut. How about the revelation? Kevin Owens has to defend his #1 contendership starting next week, every week. That means 3 #1 contendership defenses, I guess you could say, against mystery opponents. So who on earth knows who could potentially show up to try and take that #1 contender spot? I'm sure there's a long line looking to get their hands on Kevin Owens and looking to get a shot at Hideo Itami, who I now know officially will return at Unforgiven. He will be cleared to compete at Unforgiven, and he'll take on whoever. It could be Kevin Owens. It could be one of the 3 mystery opponents. Hell, Kevin Owens could face one mystery opponent and lose it. And then what happens? So much happening in Kevin Owens' life at the moment, but he deserves every bit of it. Shane McMahon couldn't. Look out here, look out. Asuka has an ankle locked in there on Dana Brooke, who tries to fight out and then uses her heel to break the clasp of Asuka's hand. See Asuka now. Look to try and take it to Dana Brooke here. Loads her up. High rent district. This is not where you want to be with someone who is as dangerous as Asuka. And Asuka now on the second rope. Dana Brooke from the top though. Gets that extra torque. Extra propulsion. Snaps her down. Dana Brooke moves out of the way of that kick. And look out. There's a running neck breaker. A little bit of heart shown from Dana Brooke here. And now Dana will look to tie up Asuka here and then stretch those hamstrings. Look at that. Almost back behind her head. And Asuka slips through. Rolls her out. Brilliant counter there from Asuka. One of the most talented women on the roster. And here's another way she can win. She's got a million ways she can beat you. And this is one with the Kimura. There's a shot right to the solar plexus. Breaks it. Now Dana Brooke hooks her up. Can she get her up? Yes, she can. Dana Brooke. And look at this. The power of Dana Brooke actually squatting with the full body weight of Asuka. The blood rushes to the head and drops her down with a suplex. Impressive from Dana. Brilliantly done here. Now Dana Brooke. What's she looking for here? Oh my God. Cartwheel elbow. Signature maneuver from Dana Brooke. Now choking her. Much like we saw Kevin Owens earlier. Drew Gulak. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles versus The Miz. That main event just made. AJ Styles' Raw in-ring debut. Dana Brooke sent in. The ring here, and now Asuka taking it. Look at these patented kicks here. Dana Brooke stumbles out of the corner. Oh, that right hand was missed. That's rare from Asuka. That could be a little opening for Dana Brooke here. As Dana Brooke now takes her all the way to the high rent district. Maybe a little bit of a receipt from before. Asuka, the roles have been reversed here. And now Dana, is she going to look for exactly the same thing here? Only the roles are reversed. Superplex from Dana Brooke. And I tell you what, she is showing some fight. She is showing some heart. That more than what I thought she had in the tank here. Dana Brooke with a snapmare. She has Asuka well in hand here at the moment as Dana picks her up. Now Dana Brooke, what's she looking for here? What's she looking for here? Oh, look out. And now she's got it. Now she's got it locked in here. Asuka may have to give this up. But Dana can't hold her. Gets the cover anyway. She did hit the canvas hard. 2. Has she got a 3? Oh my God, a long 2 count. And maybe Dana Brooke, the power of Dana Brooke, has been underestimated by Asuka here. Dana Brooke stalking. Asuka is absolutely rocked to the core here. And Dana could have her. Hooks her up onto the shoulders. Dana Brooke. Oh! Plants her down. Plants her down. Grabs the leg. Full body weight over the shoulders. 2. No! Asuka kicks out. Digging down into that championship reserve. Dana Brooke in control of Asuka here. And Dana Brooke now looking to take even more control. Gonna hang her up, is she? Yes. Tree of Woe, not where you want to be if you're Asuka. Getting sternly tested here. Dana Brooke, oh, what a knee. What a counter from Asuka. What a counter from Asuka. The knee, oh, and another knee. The educated feet, and then a spinning heel kick. And Asuka, just like that, gets the match back on her terms. Spins the arm around. We saw this last night. Hyper extending the elbow. And Asuka, just like that, has taken back control. But Dana Brooke catches the leg. Spins her around. Asuka trying desperately to try and get to her feet. You feel like she may have found a second win, much like she did last night at SummerSlam. Dana Brooke, though, sends her into the corner. Is she going to take her up again? This time Dana puts her face first. What a shot to the back and another one. It's got to be taking its toll on Asuka. Onto the lower back. Dana Brooke is in control of this match. Did anybody expect this? Back body drop. And Dana Brooke taking it right to the face of Asuka. Getting down and dirty. Did you expect any of this? I certainly didn't. Hooks her up. Back suplex. And Dana Brooke down into the cover. Is that enough to put Asuka away? Oh no, just a 1 count. You've got to be kidding. What the hell does it take? And Dana Brooke getting cocky here. She is in control, but you got to stay on her. And then disrespectfully shoves her down. And oh my God, just that disrespectful kick. And she's just toying with Asuka. just toying with her. The power of Dana Brooke. Uh-oh. She just blocked it for a suplex of her own. Suplex of her own from Asuka. Is that the opening she needs? Asuka now. Oh, with a shot to the midsection. The shot to the midsection. And now Asuka with the hip attack. With the hip attack. 1, 2. Has she got her? She does. Asuka pulls one out. Difficult victory. Sternly tested by Dana Brooke, but it's the women's champion who carries on her momentum. Devastating hip attack right across the jaw. And Dana Brooke is no match for the women's champion. Brilliant victory. Solidifying her enormous victory at SummerSlam last night. And Asuka is the dominant female in this division. There is absolutely no question about that. Wait a minute. That's Nikki Bella. Looking very, very confident, Nikki Bella. She looks humbled. No music. Coming out to Asuka's music. Still a shroud of boos. Not much changes there. That is true. She has her rematch clause. No The distractions were all literally caused by you. Oh my god. This woman is straight up delusional. Yeah. Hey. 1-on-1. That's how we all want it. Still banging on about that. She got humbled last night. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the final chapter. No rematches. Whoever wins, wins. Nikki Bella saying she's going to raise the Divas Championship above her head. And Asuka tells her to shut up. It's on. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, your main event. Asuka versus Nikki Bella. The final chapter in the women versus the Divas. It's all on the line. Can Asuka put one final nail in the Divas Revolution's coffin? I sure hope so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Shinsuke Nakamura breaks his silence after his monumental victory over Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Tune in to find out what's next for the King of Strong Style. Well, action aplenty. Main event made for next week. Our main event has been made for tonight. AJ Styles will be taking on The Miz, and right now, it's the one and only American Alpha. We saw them slip on the banana peel that was the International Express right towards the end of a fantastic reign with those NXT titles, which they won at NXT TakeOver Resurgence, the final NXT show ever. Of course, they had Kurt Angle by their side then. His job was done. He came in as a mentor to get them to the promised land. And now they are set to fly by themselves. And American Alpha are in action here tonight against a team that are also former champions, the Lone Warriors, Sheamus and Baron Corbin. And, well, I guess now that we have undisputed tag team titles, the chase is on. Who can be the next contenders? And this match will go a long, long way to determining just who that is. American Alpha set to go. 2 on 2, not 1-on-1. One team on one. But you can hear the boos. Shroud here in Atlanta, Georgia, as The very disrespectful Lone Warriors approach the ring, of course. A little bit of LOD about their entrance. They claim that they're pretty much better than all of the legends combined. They went through a phase of being better than Andre, and now it seems as though they feel as though they're better than LOD. But we can't really argue with a lot of their arguments. I mean, they were dominant tag team champions for the longest time, beating teams like the Hall of Destruction and big names like those. And, well, right now, it's all up to Baron Corbin and Sheamus to try and get themselves back in the picture. Can they do that? We are about to find out, as the chase for those undisputed titles that are held, of course, by Sami Zayn and Ryan Lust, the International Express. They got that massive win last night at SummerSlam over Harper and Rowan of the Wyatt family with an assist from Noam Dar, who actually walked out with the Hardcore Championship, which is, of course, defended 24/7 across both brands. And we are set to go as Sheamus and Chad Gable are going to start this match off. And Sheamus already with the power up and down with a gut wrench suplex. And, well, this is the third match of the evening. See now, Sheamus taking it to Chad Gable, and the tag team division has, in my opinion, never been stronger as it has been now. See, German suplex there from Chad Gable. Kick to the face. Sheamus just trying to keep it down here and work over the Irishman. There's no question, one of the most physically imposing teams in the tag team division has to be the Lone Warriors. And there's another shot. Look out, Sheamus dodged that kick there. Dodged the kick, and now up and down with a suplex. My God, that was hard. You could hear that and feel that. Sheamus sees the opportunity to get the tag to Baron Corbin, and there's a huge right hand. Takes Chad Gable out of his game enough for Corbin to be able to take advantage here. Baron Corbin wasting a little bit of time there, and Gable showing the quickness now, going to send Corbin into the corner. I've seen several little lapses in concentration, perhaps some certain things on the minds of these superstars at the moment, with the trade period in effect. Doesn't really affect you if you're a tag team, because if you're officially registered as a tag team, you can wrestle on both Raw and SmackDown, which, of course, both of these teams, registered tag teams, American Alpha, Lone Warriors, they are able to compete on both brands. You can see, taking the boots here, and maybe this is a little bit of role reversal. This is more what you would expect from Baron Corbin and Sheamus. And look out, look at this perfect form from Chad Gable. Referees at a count of 6 here. This is not really the kind of match that you want a double count out when you're trying to vie for a shot. Look at this, he's got him tied up here, got him completely under control. Stomps on the arm of Baron Corbin. Referee is at a count of 8 here. A count of 9, and Chad Gable has to get in the ring. Good Lord, he kept that pretty tight. It's Gable now. Look at this. Doesn't matter how big you are, he can still wrap you up in a million different ways. And look at this. Chad Gable grabs one of the legs. And Baron Corbin is in an extremely compromising position, but perfect form from Corbin, showing perhaps a little bit of his technical prowess that we underrate about him a lot of the time. As Corbin now sets him in, and there's the power that we know. We certainly don't underestimate Baron Corbin. As Corbin now to take it to Chad Gable, who took it to Corbin on the outside of the ring. And as I said, that's more of a Lone Warriors type tactic. Maybe just trying to get in the head here. Look at the power, just deadlifts him over. Baron Corbin is in control. Gets the tag here to Sheamus. Now Corbin looking for that right hand, but Gable able to get out of the way. And look at this, avoiding the strikes and then taking him down. Brilliantly done. Chad Gable tying him up in knots. It's exactly what they do. This American Alpha team, the power of Jordan and the unbelievable technical ability of Chad Gable. Sheamus is awaiting now. Two big bulls of these teams. You can argue that both the Lone Warriors are big bulls, and Sheamus just unashamedly just with a European uppercut floors him, and Jason Jordan, who's just gotten into this match for the first time, hasn't even fired a shot here, but this might be his chance. A little bit of hesitation from Sheamus, and there's the power on display from Jason Jordan. You can hear the groans of Sheamus. That sucked the air out of the lungs. So now he's going to take it to the base here of the Irishman. So much on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. You would assume this would just rocket you right up in the rankings. Who's going to get that first shot? Who's going to get first crack at the Lone Warriors? Look out, he turned around right at the wrong time. Or the right time if you're Jason Jordan, to catch a drop kick right on the button. Elbow right to the lower back of Sheamus. Explosive night we've seen here already tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hot off the heels of SummerSlam. AJ Styles returns home to Georgia. Gets floored by Rusev and then gets into an altercation with The Miz out the back, and that leads to a match. And Kevin Owens has found out that he has to defend his #1 contendership every week until Unforgiven, when Hideo Itami returns. Unbelievable. Now look out. Shoulder charge there. Signature maneuver, belly to belly suplex from Jason Jordan. And Sheamus might be in some enormous trouble. Sheamus might be in some enormous trouble. And now in position. Nailed him. Got it. Make the count. You got to make the count, ref. Oh, for God's sake. He was distracted by the altercation between Baron Corbin and Jason Jordan, trying to tell Baron Corbin to get out of the ring. Grand Amplitude went unpinfall. And now look out again. Has him tied up in knots, and American Alpha are in complete control of this match right now. Make no mistake about that. He's going to send him in. Could be another double T move here. Baron Corbin trying to get involved. Can't. Sheamus unable to avoid it. They're a tidal wave of offense here at the moment. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Look at the power of Jordan. Lifts up Sheamus. American Alpha are cooking with gas here on all cylinders. Jason Jordan keeping Sheamus grounded. Very sound tactics down into the cover. Has he done enough? One. Got him two. And oh my God. Corbin had to break that up. Sheamus incredibly hurt here. This match could end at any time, and look at the power again. Look at the power again. Jason Jordan off the ropes with an elbow. Missed it. That could be Sheamus' opportunity. Double axe handle right to the face. And Sheamus is going to take the opportunity to get the tag to Baron Corbin. You feel like these two teams might be just trying to put themselves right at the top of the heap here. Baron Corbin with a big boot. Corbin with a big boot to Jason Jordan. And now Corbin, what's this? Oh, the knee. The aggressive knee right to the back of the head. And then the cockiness of Corbin. And a shot to the back of Jason Jordan. Incredibly competitive match here ensuing. Both of these teams trying to be next in line for a shot at the brand new undisputed champions, the International Express, Ryan Lusk and Sami Zayn. There's a shot to the midsection from Baron Corbin. This is where they're most at home, slowing the pace here. Sheamus was on the ropes, there's absolutely no question. And now look out, deep six out of nowhere! Deep 6-1, that's it, 2, he's got him! No, he doesn't get him! 2.9, tightest of 2.9s. Baron Corbin, and now this could be it. Now we could be staring down the barrel here. Jason Jordan slung off. And oh, massive boot. The massive boot. We've seen it put so many away. One. Oh no, he doesn't even get a 1 count. Corbin couldn't cut him off, and then a knee. Look at this. Ebbing and flowing. Back and forth action. Two of the best tag teams in the industry. Sheamus hammering away on Jordan. Sheamus now hooks him up. Jordan in big trouble. Sheamus just lets him go. Release suplex. Sheamus wasting no motion. He knows the match is at a crescendo here, and now he's going to look for it. Up and down with white noise. White noise to Jason Jordan. Atlanta is on their feet. Sheamus, what's he thinking? Oh, and again, Sheamus playing to the crowd. He hears the boos, he feeds off it. He asks us, are you not entertained? Jason Jordan is on the ropes. Sheamus is looking confident. And now, Sheamus is going to send him in. Sends him in. And this could be the final nail in the coffin. Another one. Oh, this time it's on the end of Sheamus's boot. Into the cover. Is that enough? Is that enough? 1, 2, and got him. Sheamus and Baron Corbin, the Lone Warriors, get it done. And you would have to think that puts them right up there for a shot at those undisputed tag team titles. American Alpha falls short again. And Sheamus and Baron Corbin assert their dominance. You see Sheamus here, grabs him before he can do what he needed to do, and that was break up the count. But it's Sheamus and Baron Corbin who pick up at a really important minute. Look out, that's the Revival. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder hammering away on the Lone Warriors. Where the hell do they come from? The Revival lays out the Lone Warriors. What the hell? Well, this week on SmackDown, the fallout from SummerSlam continues. Cesaro faces Jack Swagger in the main event with a huge reward promised to the winner from General Manager Edge. Roman Reigns speaks after his win over The Rock. And what is going to happen when Samoa Joe, Finn Balor and Roderick Strong are in the same arena? Find out this week. Incredibly explosive night here in Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. The tremors still being felt from SummerSlam. And no doubt the tremors are still being felt on the face of The Miz, as he is about to come out here for our main event of the evening. And of course, is being flanked by his wife, Maurice. You wouldn't think The Miz would come out here alone to face the threat of AJ Styles, who has certainly made some waves since he arrived here on Monday Night Raw. Of course, as I mentioned at the top of the show, AJ Styles has been traded. Someone else has gone the other way. Who is it? Find out on SmackDown this week. And The Miz looks very confident. I can't say I feel confident for The Miz, because AJ Styles is one of the most dangerous competitors here now on Raw, but on the roster in general. But we all know that when Maurice is at ringside, there's always the potential for chaos. There's always the potential for her to get involved and The Miz to potentially take advantage of that. But typically cocky, he believes he belongs in this spot in the main event of every show, of every, not just wrestling event. He believes he should be in the main event of everything. Believes he's an A-lister. I don't quite see him in that vein, but hey, he's made an impact tonight. He picked a fight with AJ Styles, and it's found himself in the main event of Monday Night Raw, so you can't really argue with that. But here we go. The Monday Night Raw in-ring debut of the phenomenal AJ Styles. This is massive. AJ Styles finds himself a new home on Monday Night Raw. The first man to be announced as the first trade of this 2-week trade period, which of course is ongoing right now. We could see trades on SmackDown this week. We could see trades by the end of tonight. At any point in the next 2 weeks, you'll even see trades happen on Universally Speaking, which of course returns later this week as well. Potential for both rosters to be shaken up, and well, it's going to be hard to see it get shaken up more than the phenomenal AJ Styles, who very aptly tonight, I must address, is wearing red. as no doubt a tribute to his new home. And it's great to see him in the main event. Of course, we saw him have his hands on the Intercontinental title. It was hijacked by, later to be revealed as Bully Ray. Bully Ray then squirmed his way into a one-on-one match with Alberto Del Rio, and then AJ was left in the lurch and left out of SummerSlam, which prompted the move. It's AJ Styles set to go one-on-one with The Miz here. AJ Styles straight away hooks him up, snap suplex. Welcome to the jungle, Miz. AJ will try and take it to The Miz here. Oh, European uppercut. Nice little bit of fight back there from The Miz. He's not going to stand down. He has the size advantage in this match. There's no question. But you pretty much give every other edge to AJ Styles. See now The Miz lining up AJ with a short drop kick there, while AJ Styles was trying to get himself back up. And now The Miz here. Oh, stomps to the face of AJ. We saw Rusev take exception to everything that AJ Styles said. He said that Shane McMahon told AJ Styles to make an impact on Raw any way he wants. So he picked the closing moments of SummerSlam to do that and launch himself right to the top of the pecking order where he feels he believes, and quite frankly where I feel he believes. See here, Miz taking it to AJ Styles, who, as I was saying, believes that he belongs at the top of the heap, and I think everybody agrees. But The Miz is trying to weasel his way in there too. He cheap shotted AJ Styles after they accidentally collided backstage earlier in the night, when AJ was clearly looking for Rusev, who clotheslined AJ almost out of his boots after AJ made his triumphant return, not only home to Atlanta, Georgia, but to his new home here on Raw. And Miz is now going to go to the high red district, and it's a top rope. Oh my God. Top rope fist drop there from The Miz. A little bit of a throwback, but AJ jumps back up, but The Miz is in control of this match. And look out, back body drop to AJ Styles. And there's a shot to the spine. The Miz now. It's AJ Styles up to his feet. Now The Miz, look out. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. Signature maneuver of The Miz, and he may have AJ Styles in some big trouble here. He may have him in some big trouble. AJ Styles is reeling. The Miz hooks him up. Skull-crushing finale. Skull-crushing finale. It's been all The Miz. Into the cover. 1. Got him. 2. Got him. Oh my God. AJ Styles just gets the shoulder up. Kicks out of the skull-crushing finale. How close was that? And The Miz has dominated this match. Now Miz, single leg. Oh, spiking the knee down. And he's completely in control. And The Miz playing to the crowd here. AJ could be in some big trouble. The Miz is just toying with him here. AJ back to his feet, but The Miz is going to send him straight back down with another neck breaker. Much to the delight of his wife at ringside, Maurice, Miz is dominating AJ Styles. Potentially that brawl backstage and that enormous clothesline from Rusev have taken its toll on the former Intercontinental Champion. AJ Styles is reeling. Now The Miz, look out, gets kicked off by AJ. Maybe he can find something in the tank. Is that the little opening he needs? Oh, there's a shot. A shot from AJ, and now a chop, and now AJ firing up here. Spinning back fist. Lights up The Miz. Lights up The Miz, and AJ looking to get on the comeback trail. AJ now, pump handle, gutbuster. AJ Styles finding something, and now AJ calling on The Miz. Wants The Miz to get to his feet. AJ Styles leaps off. Oh my God. A blockbuster. Springboard blockbuster. Flurry of offense from AJ. Flurry of offense from AJ. Hooks him up. Oh my God. AJ Styles. Just like that. Takes complete control. Throws up the 2 sweets. Gets him to his feet. Oh my God. Hard shots. Stiff shots from AJ. Oh, and a massive clothesline. absolutely lighting him up. And now AJ Styles calling him on. Wants The Miz to get back to his feet. Is he thinking it? Is he thinking? Phenomenal forearm to The Miz. And Maurice trying to get involved here. Off the phenomenal forearm, referee distracted. Can't make the count, for God's sake. This is exactly what I was talking about before the match started. But AJ slits the throat, says I'm going to end it anyway. AJ Styles might be looking for it. Styles clash to The Miz. Cover 1, 2, Maurice beside herself at ringside, but AJ Styles wins his in-ring Raw debut. Phenomenal performance, phenomenal forearm. And it was Maurice, you can see here, Maurice getting the referee's attention, trying to take that turnbuckle pad off. AJ couldn't get the cover off the phenomenal forearm. You could have counted to 100, but AJ rubbed salt in the wound. And a Styles clash to The Miz. Picks up AJ's very first victory here on Raw. That could be the first of many. Look out, wait a minute, it's Rusev! Rusev flooring everybody! Rusev has said nothing tonight, but has let his actions do the talking. Look at the carnage.